Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the DRF race of the day for Sunday, March the 8th, race number 7 at Santa Anita. Kentucky Oaks points are on the line in the Grade 3 Santa Ysabel Stakes. Let's take a peek at this field. Remember, you can download free Formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com. Access them and handicap along with us. The number 5 Gingham has been withdrawn. Mike, the story of the race, of course, is the number 1 Donna Veloce, second in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, second in the Grade 1 Starlet. You can make the argument that she's about 3/4 a length away from being not only undefeated, but a juvenile filly champion.
Yeah, I mean, that's a perfectly valid way to look at it. She's shown some real talent right from day one. Dan, I realize that she's off the layoff here and she's just sort of getting started, but she towers over this field.
Especially considering they threw a lot at her at a short amount of time. She ran in that Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies as a second-time starter, and the Starlet third out. I want to throw up the Timeform US pace projector real quick before we take a look at that Starlet. Timeform US believes that this is going to be a fast pace. We've got several stretch-out sprinters with sprint speed. If I'm riding Donna Veloce, I want to break. I want to use her good speed. The last thing I want is for these other jockeys to start riding Donna Veloce and have her locked down on the inside. I would actually try to make the front with her.
I'd be surprised if Pratt wasn't on the lead with this horse. We'll see what happens. Maybe they won't ride her that way, but I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
Let's watch the Grade 1 Starlet. She was bet down to 3-10. That's her old friend Bast, who is unfortunately retired on the lead. Donna Veloce took a shot at her on the outside, and she fights all the way down to the wire. Remember, this is her first experience over a wet track and only her third lifetime start. Bast is already a Grade 1 stakes winner coming into this race. She's second best by about a mile, and that's a good filly that beat her. She loses nothing in defeat here.
Yeah, I agreed. I mean, they've stretched her out twice so far in her career. She didn't win either time, but she ran really well both times. Just, showing up here and repeating one of those efforts, it just makes her too good, I think, Dan.
Gagetta, the number 2, showed improved speed second time out for Richard Baltas, scoring with an improved 76 Beyer speed figure. She figures to show some pace, stretching out in distance. She's a Fast Anna. Fast Anna was a very fast sprinter. It'll be interesting to see how far this horse wants to go as she takes on tougher company.
Yeah, I mean, true. She's got to stretch out against a really good horse. I know the pace projector has her on the lead. I don't even know if that would be an advantage if she got there, Dan, but I don't even think she can get there.
Number 3 is Speech, 9-length maiden winner at Los Alamitos. Thought she looked very good winning that race. She came back in an entry-level optional claimer going 6 furlongs. We'll watch that race right now. And Speech is chasing on the outside. She has a chance at this horse, Auberge, and she just doesn't run back to that Los Alamitos form. It was a good effort. She's easily second best, but I think a lot of folks wanted to see a little bit more.
Yeah, I can't disagree with it. She never really did make it close in this race where you really thought she was going to at one point. It wasn't a terrible performance, but it wasn't great either.
She does have a little bit of stamina on the bottom of that pedigree. That's that nice New York bred family that we like. Wishful Tomcat, Uncle T7. So I'm not really concerned about her stretching out. Tis Fake News is a perfect 2 for 2 in her career. She has yet to been headed in her career. The problem is both of those races on a synthetic surface at Golden Gate Fields. Let's watch start number 2 for this daughter of Tiz Now. She went right to the front. She opened up an easy lead on the backstretch, and she just keeps plugging along to win with a 79 Beyer speed figure. I look at this pedigree, and I know there's a Tiz Now here, but there's a lot of turf on the bottom. The second dam Batik was a really nice turf horse, and I wonder if she's just going to be better on these synthetic or turf surfaces down the road.
I wonder that too. I mean, generally speaking, I don't worry about horses switching from synthetic to dirt for the first time. I wonder if this filly really is more meant for the other surfaces. I do like both of her races though, Dan.
Now, Simon Callahan has Donna Veloce entered. That's the big name. Interesting that he's also entered Paige Ann off of 2 victories, including this race over the synthetic surface at Golden Gate Fields, where she was able to make the lead. They went 49 and change to the half mile, and she was just too much for these horses at odds on. Her prior race, she beat Story Blue, who we'll get to in a minute, at Los Alamitos. She just seems like a speed horse. Is she in here as a rabbit for Donna Veloce?
I don't know. I mean, I'd be surprised if Callahan didn't want his big horse on the lead in this race, but maybe it's possible. Listen, she's improved from race to race. I respect that about her, and you don't have to really worry about distance with her. She's not nearly as good as her stablemate, though.
And you get Baffert at a price with Story Blue to complete this field. Beaten by Paige Ann 2 starts back. She graduated last time out on January the 5th. We'll watch that race right now. And Drayden Van Dyke just rated this perfectly. Got to the front. They go 47-4 in a mile race at Santa Anita. And Story Blue is supposed to have something left in the lane. Right now, she lacks a lot of acceleration in her 3 races, but she's kind of grindy, sort of like a filly that's going to appreciate this longer distance. And her pedigree kind of agrees with that. She's an empire maker out of a Bernardini mare.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't settle that race necessarily we just watched, but she was never losing it either. I thought she ran okay in there. I like that she's taking gradual steps forward. We'll see what we get here. This is a very tough spot against the favorite.
Top pick time for the Grade 3 Santa Ysabel. We gotta go with Donna Veloce in here. I just think she's gonna win this race. She's one of the top 3 3-year-old fillies in the country, in my opinion, and this should be a nice starting off point, and hopefully we'll see her in the Kentucky Oaks. Yeah,
you want her to keep getting better. They couldn't have found a better spot for her to kick off her 3-year-old campaign. Hopefully she runs well.
We both like 1-3-4-7 in the Grade 3 Santa Ysabel. Your race of the day for Sunday, March 8th. Approximate post time 4 o'clock Pacific. Good luck.